They were down by 25 points, then by 28. Commentators had already started writing the eulogy. Fans were leaving stadiums in tears. And then, in the space of a few impossible minutes, football history rewrote itself. These are not just comebacks. These are moments that broke the laws of probability, games that statisticians said were mathematically over. So how did these teams turn certain defeat into legend? And which comeback do experts still call the most impossible sporting event ever recorded? The answer is more shocking than most fans realize. If you love sports stories, documentaries, and untold moments from the world of sports, make sure to subscribe to Sports Arena. Football, in both its global and American forms, has produced thousands of thrilling finishes. But only a handful of games have made grown men cry, made broadcasters go silent, and made analysts question everything they thought they knew about the sport. Today we're counting down the greatest comebacks in football history, from the pitches of Europe to the gridirons of America. Why does this matter? Because these games teach us something no coaching manual ever could. That belief sometimes really can defy logic. And stick around, because our number one pick involves a scoreline so lopsided that Las Vegas odds makers called it statistical impossibility. Almost nobody expected what came next. Number 5. Barcelona's RMONTADA, Paris Saint-Germain, 2017. In February 2017, Barcelona traveled to Paris and lost 4-0. Not a bad night, a humiliation. The second leg, back in Barcelona, needed a miracle. A 6-1 win, an almost unheard-of scoreline in elite football. For most of the match, that miracle looked out of reach. But this was only the beginning. Barcelona scored 3 early goals, then stalled. PSG scored back, seemingly ending the tie for good. With 6 minutes left, Barcelona still needed 3 goals. What happened next shocked everyone. Neymar scored a free kick.
Neymar steps up. It's in the net!
Then a penalty. Then, in the final seconds of stoppage time, Sergi Roberto slid in a shot that sent the entire stadium into delirium. Barcelona had done what no team had ever done in Champions League history, overturned a 4-goal first-leg deficit. What would you have done in that dressing room, staring down a 4-goal deficit with 90 minutes on the clock? Number 4. The Buffalo Bills' 32-point miracle, 1993. In the NFL, no comeback has ever matched what happened on January 3, 1993. The Buffalo Bills trailed the Houston Oilers 35-3 in the third quarter of a playoff game. Their star quarterback was injured. Backup Frank Reich was under center. By every statistical model, the game was finished. But the truth was even darker for Houston, because Reich had done this before in college, engineering a similarly impossible comeback. This time, he did it on the NFL's biggest stage. Buffalo scored 5 unanswered touchdowns. The Oilers, stunned and unable to respond, watched a 32-point lead evaporate. Buffalo won in overtime. To this day, it remains the largest comeback in NFL history, a record that has stood for over 3 decades. Do you think this record will ever be broken? Let us know in the comments. Number 3. Liverpool's Miracle of Istanbul, 2005. Few nights in football carry the mythology of May 25, 2005. Liverpool faced AC Milan, one of the most dominant teams in Europe, in the Champions League final. By halftime, Liverpool trailed 3-0. Pundits at the break were already discussing Milan's celebration plans. Almost nobody in that stadium believed what was about to happen. Within 6 second-half minutes, Liverpool scored 3 times. The match went to extra time, then penalties. Liverpool's goalkeeper made a crucial save, and Liverpool lifted the trophy. It became known simply as the Miracle of Istanbul, and it changed how an entire generation of fans defined the word unlikely. Yet the real disaster, for the team on the other side, had not fully arrived. AC Milan would go on to face a version of this same club again in a final 2 years later, this time seeking revenge. But that's a story for another video. Number 2. The Atlanta Falcons Super Bowl collapse, 2017. Some comebacks are celebrated as miracles. Others are remembered as historic collapses, depending which side of the story you were on. Super Bowl LI, February 2017. The Atlanta Falcons led the New England Patriots 28-3 in the third quarter. Analysts gave the Patriots roughly a 1% chance of winning. Vegas had essentially closed the book on the game. Months of preparation, an entire season's work, seemed to be sealing itself into Atlanta's favor. But this was only the beginning of one of the most talked about collapses in sports history. Tom Brady, New England's quarterback, began methodically dismantling Atlanta's lead. Drive after drive, the gap closed. The Patriots forced overtime, the first in Super Bowl history, and scored the winning touchdown minutes later. A 25-point deficit erased. Who do you think was really responsible for that collapse? Atlanta's defense or New England's execution? Would this game still be remembered the same way if either team had made one different decision in the final quarter? If you're enjoying this story so far, don't forget to subscribe, because we cover the biggest sports stories every week. Number 1. West Germany's Miracle of Bern, 1954. Before Istanbul, before Atlanta, before any modern broadcast technology existed to capture the drama in slow motion, there was a comeback that changed not just a match, but a nation's identity. At the 1954 World Cup final, Hungary, the most dominant international team of their era, unbeaten in over 4 years, raced to a 2-0 lead against West Germany within the opening 8 minutes. Almost every expert at the time considered the outcome already decided. But the real reason this game still matters today remained hidden for years, wrapped up in the politics and pain of post-war Germany. West Germany, playing in front of a country still rebuilding from the devastation of World War II, fought back. They equalized before halftime. Then, with just minutes remaining, Helmut Rahn scored the winning goal. West Germany 3, Hungary 2. One of the greatest upsets and greatest comebacks in the history of the sport. The victory became known in Germany as the Miracle of Bern, and historians still debate its impact on national morale during a difficult era of rebuilding. Most fans outside Europe still don't know this story exists. Yet, inside Germany, it's remembered as one of the most significant sporting moments of the 20th century. So which of these comebacks do you think was truly the most impossible? Barcelona's 6-goal night, Buffalo's 32-point miracle, Istanbul's 6-minute turnaround, Atlanta's collapse, or Germany's Miracle of Bern? Would any of these athletes still be remembered as legends if the story had ended differently? Let us know your pick in the comments below. Subscribe to Sports Arena so you never miss stories like this. We publish new sports documentaries every week. Every comeback on this list shares one thing in common: a moment where logic said it was over, and the athletes on the field refused to accept it. That's the lesson these games leave behind, not just about football, but about what happens when belief outlasts probability. We started this video asking how teams turn certain defeat into legend. The answer, as it turns out, isn't about talent alone. It's about the refusal to quit when every scoreboard, every statistic, and every expert says the story is already written. So here's the final question. If you were down 28 points, with the clock working against you and the world already writing your defeat, would you have believed a comeback was still possible? Subscribe to Sports Arena for more incredible sports stories, rise and fall documentaries, business breakdowns, and untold moments from the world of sports. And if you want to see the flip side of this story, the greatest collapses in football history, where the winning team somehow gave it all away, that video is coming next. You won't want to miss it.